This is the Smart Woodshop Super Dolly, and I have a question for the Smart Fam, the brain trust, on a big change I want to make to this. But I'll get to that in just a minute. In case you're not familiar with this cart is invaluable. There's no plans for it. It's free for you to make. It's basically a length and a width piece of 18 mil plywood and 4 casters on it. This cut out in the middle is just a grab handle, because trying to grab the whole thing, a little bit of a stretch. This just makes it a lot easier. And these 4 little plugs that you see here, they are what index the Smart Cart so that when I'm pushing it around, it doesn't slide off of this. I'll show you what I mean. This is the Smart Cart 2, the PSK2. There are these 4 holes drilled in the bottom. Those line up with these plugs. In fact, these plugs came from the very first Smart Cart, and I just basically laid out the holes, drilled them, took those plugs and screwed them onto the dolly. And again, when I pack this all up, that is, the cart goes on first, then the Smart Station and the Smart Workbench, and then the sawhorses, the router tables, all the accessories, everything fits into this cool cube. And then the second cart goes on top, locks it all together, and then these 5-inch casters, 2,200 pound total weight capacity, they allow me to push it around and put it into the Smart Woodshop easily in the aisle and roll it onto the job site. This has the yeoman's task of making the mobile woodshop portable. This is the thing that gets it from job to job and then gets stuck on the side when it's there. Well, this turns out to be a very, very handy job site tool. You can imagine putting tile and hardwood and appliances on a rig like this and be able to move them around. These work great on driveways, garage floors. Not so great at going up over ledges, like if you got stairs to bump them up a little bit. And mainly the gap in the door from the ramp to inside the trailer. Finally, this happens so infrequently, but I want to address it. Driveways that are not poured or pavers. Those are easy, but rather ones that are like tight gravel, compacted gravel, not the loose gravel in construction, because I wouldn't be trying to go across that. I want to upgrade these casters. I want to go to an 8-inch, wider with a tread, heavy duty. But do I go with a hard rubber, in other words, no tube in it, or do I go with a pneumatic so I fill it with air? My preference is to go with the hard ones for no maintenance. But if I get into that tight gravel, is it going to be better to have the pneumatics? Now remember, most of the time, this is going to be used on a garage floor, a driveway, and then when I take it into the house to move around appliances or hardwood or things like that. The kind of work I do, I'm not rolling this around on somebody's finished floors. I'm usually in there at either where it's just bare concrete because I've ripped out the flooring, or it's brand new concrete or wood and I'm going to be putting stuff in. So I'm not really worried about damaging floors, though there may be a situation where I've installed some floors like hardwood to a point, and then I'm going to want to roll this onto that. So would it be better to have the pneumatics or the solid rubber? I don't want them to be scuffing the floor. So I'm trying to bridge the gap of working with a driveway that's kind of tight gravel all the way to rolling it around on finished floors. And obviously the 8-inch, the wider, I'll be able to bump right over that gap. In the comments down below, let me know what you think, what your experience is. and also a link to the casters you use if you like them and you would recommend that I do them. Whatever I choose, I'm going to order a set of 4. I'm going to get the kind that where 2 of them don't swivel at all, and the other 2 swivel and have locks on them. So I'm going to get a set like that. I found having 4 ones that swivel, that's also can kind of, when you're pushing and moving, sometimes you can't control it as well as 2 fixed. So I've already known that I'm going to fix that. So that'll be one thing that will improve this. And if you don't have any ideas, make sure you watch future videos, subscribe, because I'm going to show you what I end up with and how it's working. If you like videos like this, if you're getting anything out of it, if you want to see me make more, then hit that thumbs up button. You would be amazed at how few people do it and how important it is to the algorithm. It boosts, it tells YouTube, hey, somebody liked this, so somebody else may like this. If you don't give a comment or you don't give a like, they figure you have no response to it, and so they will just not give it that bit of credit. It's really, really important. So if you want me to keep making these videos, spending the time doing this, sharing this with you, at minimum, it takes you 1/10 of 1 second to hit a thumbs up. If you'd like to get a set of plans to build yourself a smart station, a smart bench, any of the accessories that work with the system, or even the smart wood shop itself, there's a link in the description of the video down below. Mahalo.